Dale Earnhardt leads the Transouth Financial 500 with 11 laps to go. And should he win, he will record the second victory of 1993 for Chevrolet. Chevy will have 2, Ford will have 2, and Pontiac will have 1.
Yes.
That's pretty evenly matched, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Good parity.
The Fords and the Chevrolets have the Pontiacs outnumbered.
Yeah.
Good. Pulling. Where was he on the pulling off the track? It looked like
he's down in 1 and 2, going slowly. This is out of the back of Rusty Wallace, Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Looking back at Dale Earnhardt about to put Rusty a lap down.
Yeah, it just gives you an indication of how close the 4th place car is to being lapped, and it's happening as we speak on the high side of turn number 4.
And Kenny Schrader is right there. He's coming up. That'll be for position if he passes the Rusty Wallace car. Wallace in 4th right now. Darrell Walker running good right now. He has a little fresher tires than the others. And there Kenny Schrader goes around taking over 4th. So Rusty, boy, that car really went away when the tires got real hot and old for him.
And we see Darrell Walker, who made a pit stop just 4 or 5 laps ago, go by the leader, Dale Earnhardt.
He's 16th in the scoring.
Now there are just 3 cars in the lead lap.
Dale Earnhardt has 7 wins here. He has 4 Trans-South wins in 82, 86, 87, 90. If he wins today, he will have 4 of the last 7 victories in this event. Here's Kyle Petty and Morgan Shepherd as they are.
That's Alan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I looked away too soon. That's Kulwicki. How quickly we forget the champion.
And both those cars wiggling badly as they come off the corner. That's the race for 6th, I believe.
Yeah.
But I think both of them realize it is a race for 6. And I think there's probably cooler heads will prevail. Meanwhile, Mark Martin just after that the sun went behind the clouds, or as John says, the sun went down, he really started having problems.
Now, if points were awarded right now, Alan Kulwicki would show the greatest increase in terms of movement in the point standings. He would gain 4 positions into 10th. We've got all kinds of statistics this year due to a new computer system that we are using.
Here's Schrader. Oh, come on, guys. Now, there was only 6 laps to go.
Earnhardt says, go ahead.
Yeah, but it looks better in the record book if he finished in the lead lap. Earnhardt better let him because he's got a good lead and not that many laps to go, so not going to hurt him a bit in the world. So let Schrader go by.
And I tell you what, you know, Rusty Wallace is talking about how dedicated he and his team are this year, and there's no doubt that they are. But it sure looks like Earnhardt and that whole bunch is dedicated this year because they're working awfully hard. Their Dick Triple goes by Earnhardt. Earnhardt right now is in conservative mode. And folks, look at this closely because he doesn't get in this mode very often.
That's right. But there are only 4 laps to go, and that's one of the reasons why.
That's one of the reasons.
Now, Mark Martin is closing right now, guys, but he's got too much distance to make up. Earnhardt knows exactly how far behind he is, or at least his crew's telling him.
There's Earnhardt. There's Mark Martin.
363 completed, 4 to go for Dale Earnhardt. Mark Martin has had a good run.
He had a great run. And both these guys are really fighting worn tires right now. Earnhardt's, I'm sure that race car is a handful right now, so there's no point in taking any unnecessary chances. Here we got a race going again between these 2 guys. Kulwicki pulled up on the outside of Kyle Petty. I thought he had the front. Petty fought back.
He gave it a look, but wasn't able to do it. He's up a little.
Wiggling a little bit there, too.
He is.
Very high. Kyle still running down low. Didn't get his left wheels down on the flat that time coming around there. But
if there wasn't 3 laps to go, a bunch of these cars would be hitting pit road right now.
Yeah.
Here's Kulwicki once again going to try it on the outside. He's got a pretty good run on Kyle.
Nope, don't think so.
That's 4 points.
Oh, baby.
It was a lot. It wasn't as close as
Excuse me.
Less than 2 laps to go.
Earnhardt down in 1 and 2.
He'll get the white flag next time by.
And Mark Martin, he's going to be really frustrated because he's just closed up to within about a second and a half right now. So
they started this race according to points, and the last time they did that was at Michigan in the spring of 1990. Dale Earnhardt won that event. The white flag is out. One more lap to go for Dale Earnhardt, and he'll record his first victory since Charlotte last year.
May at Charlotte. That's a long time ago, wasn't it? Final lap. And I tell you what, he said, baby, hang on. I know he is. Because the team that is accustomed to winning as Dale Earnhardt, Richard Childress, and all this crew, last May was a long time ago.
The 54th win of his illustrious career in Winston Cup competition. Here is Dale Earnhardt winning the Transouth Financial 500. Mark Martin finishes in second position. Here comes Alan Kulwicki and Petty, who really got down on the apron that lap, battling for position, but Kulwicki got it. That's 6th and 7th.
Well, the last time we had looked at them battling, the 42 car was ahead, but he slipped into the wall and Kulwicki got by, but Kyle couldn't get that time.
John Kernan is down in Dale's pit with Andy Petrie.
We should add the first year Andy Petrie taking over as crew chief for Dale Earnhardt. The first win with Dale Earnhardt's got to feel pretty good.
Well, it's a lot of fun to win with these guys. These guys know how to win. This is great. Dale did a great job. The crew did a great job. Good. The motors, I couldn't say enough about the motors. They ran real good. Our qualifying engines have been good. Our race motors have been super. Our pit stops are excellent today, too. So, I can't say enough about the crew.
What about the weather? I mean, it didn't affect you as bad. How in tune to that were you getting the setup set this morning?
Well, I think our car reacted a little bit to the weather. I think we were better under the cloud cover than we were in the sun, and that's kind of the way it turned out to our advantage.
That's a very happy Andy Petrie is going to head to victory lane as Dale Earnhardt's crew now comes around down pit road. High fives all around for Mr. Earnhardt.
Earnhardt on his way to victory lane here at Darlington. The 8th win of his career here at the track too tough to tame. We'll talk with him in a moment.
All right.
Emerging victorious from his GM Goodwrench Chevrolet is Dale Earnhardt. He's won it. Here's the doc.
A big smile from Dale Earnhardt. And Dale, congratulations on victory lane entry number 1 for the 1993 season.
Well, I tell you, I can't say enough about Richard and all the guys back in the shop. Jim Goodwrench and Mac and Western Steer and all the folks, they worked real hard last year. We had a bad year, and to come back and run as good as we're running this year, it's worth it, man. This old car was, she got behind. We got a lap down on that caution, and we pitted, and they had a caution, and old car did good. I just sort of had to run it in a high groove and get it to turn better. It was a little tight, and amazingly, we just drove away from Mark after we got our lap back. It's a good deal.
The cloud cover seemed to make the car work a little better for you.
Well, it was real tight. I think it'd been better the sun for us, but as it worked out, it was good, because we got to running high, and it didn't get too loose to run high. We had the car set up pretty medium, but it was just a little tight off the corner down here and a little tight in the middle, and I got to running up higher, and I thought I was going to hit the wall a couple times, but we came through without any scratches.
After the great weeks in Daytona, you won the qualifier, won the Clash. 93's got to be awfully good to you right now, looking awfully good. 93's looking real good, and I just can't say enough about these guys. They've worked hard for it, and they worked hard all winter long. I know everybody says, well, they won a lot of championships, but these guys are dedicated, and they worked hard, and I'd like to thank everybody back in the shop and the engine room and everybody that worked so hard for us. Dale Earnhardt in victory lane here, winning the 37th annual Transouth Financial 500. Let's go up to John Kernan, who's standing by with Mark Martin. John?
Mark, I tell you what, a great race for you guys, but when the clouds came over, it seemed to really hurt you. The car tightened up a lot.
Well, all I can say is that, we were really running good all day, but the 3 car got better in the beginning of the race. We were a little bit better than him on the long runs, and then later in the race, they got where they could outrun us. Wasn't anything we could do with them, and I'm as proud as I can be of that car and that whole Valvoline team. They're doing a great job, and on any other given day, I think we'd have won the race, but today, Dale and the bunch were just exceptional, and we couldn't handle them. So maybe we'll get them next week.
Well, there is always next week, but they're all